I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything.
He destroys. My mouth speaks the praise of Yah, and let all flesh bless his set apart name forever and
And
ever.
never. All praise to God.
Hallelujah.
All praise to the Most High.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Praise
Man,
Yah,
all
man.
praise to the Most
Praise the
High,
Most
man.
Praise
High.
y'all. Praise y'all.
Hey, y'all nasty, boy. Y'all nasty, man. Y'all know how to get somebody's spirit jump. Hallelujah.
All
Hallelujah, man. I'm telling you, man.
Selling they soul, liquor and dope. Letting go of the rope, young in the old, slippery slope. Proverbs 1 and 24 is the cause of our woes. We don't even know. So many in the city lack a father. Ain't no winning till we turn back to the Father. No quitting, remain willing to go harder for the Abba.
You got good people out there. You still got to follow the
He told us
commandments,
that the
though.
money come with problems and we got no way to solve them. If you got it, then you got them. Best believe that, bro. Open up the Bible, you will find yourself
And
inside of
this is the
Deuteronomy.
message which we have heard from him and announced to you, that Elohim is light, and in him is no darkness at
In the
all.
scriptures, love life and put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to
I was
put the
thinking when
Father
actually
over
since you said that, I was looking at
everything.
Psalm
Less about
66,
the power,
and
you
that's
could
what is
keep the
going on.
rings. I'm just trying to put the
Uh,
Father over everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. Could care less about the power. You could keep the rings. I'm just trying to put the Father
That's
over
that's when that lust
everything.
kick in, man. You always got to be dealing with that
SOE
fight,
like a
that daily
mistletoe,
flesh
that's the
fight
way it
every
go, but
day,
we don't do paganism.
Every
every
day,
day.
Rules look strange to Americans. They ain't used to seeing Torah keeping people with no Satan in them. Some of us only keep the
I was
laws
able
in
to
our
connect
actions.
to
Others
one of our
only respect the
elders in
fringes on their
Africa
linens. We were once in
of
the
the
world
Limba
too, till
tribe.
we discovered the truth. In that days, we be doing something different. We follow the Abba to the T with no permission. Wrestling for blessings like you code, we on a mission. Fully understanding we're the vehicle to bring the truth to others while maintaining that Yahuwah is the engine. I don't think you heard me. I said Yah must be the engine. The Messiah came in his name. He is on one accord with him. In this land of kiddom, always second guess doctrine that's polytheistic and not keeping the Father central. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. Could care less about the
I don't think the Most High
power.
made a
You could
mistake.
keep
That's
the
how I look
rings.
at it.
I'm just
He
trying
knew
to
what was
put the
going on. He knew what he was
Father
going to do.
over
He knew how it was
everything.
going to play out. You know what I'm saying? He
Right on.
declared the
Everything. I'm
end
just
from the
trying to
beginning.
put the
So if it went like
Father
that,
over
That
it meant
sounds
to
like
go
Supposed
that
to
way.
go
everything.
like
Care
that.
less about the power. You could keep the rings. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Father over everything. Father over everything. Power, you could keep the rings. Father over everything. Yeah, yeah,
But I know y'all Hebrews, and I know it's late. So Shabbat Shalom. I love y'all, man. All
Love,
Love
bro.
you
praise
You,
to
too,
the
bro.
Most High Yah.
yeah.
Love, brothers.
Hey, Shabbat.
Right on, all praises. That's for sure.
Our praise. Old 36.
Oh, 36.
Mm-hmm.
I rested in the spirit of the master, and the spirit raised me on high and made me stand on my feet in the height of the master before his perfection and his glory. While I was praising him by the composition of his songs, the spirit brought me forth before the face of the master. And although the son of man, I was also named the illuminate, the son of Elohim, while I was praised among the praising ones, and I was great among the mighty ones. For according to the greatness of the Most High, so he made me. And like his own newness, he renewed me. And he anointed me from his own perfection. And I became one of his neighbors. And my mouth was open like a cloud of dew. And my heart poured out as it were gushing streams of righteousness. And my access to him was in peace. And I was established by the spirit of his government. Hallelujah. That's hidden. Praise God.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty nice.
Okay. Oh, praises. Good start us off just like that. All right, today I guess this ain't a real hot topic, you feel me? We gonna deal with the faith of a woman, man. We gonna see that the faith of a woman can strengthen man and possibly save man. And when I speak on the faith of a woman, I'm not just saying you're a woman. We be talking about your mama, you feel me, your grandma, all this, the faith of a woman. Just think about Maccabees, the fourth Maccabees and the 7 brothers. Who strengthened them 7 brothers? They mama. They mama, right? So we just gonna see the faith of a woman, big up our women's so they can stay faithful to the Most High, you know what I'm talking about, and strengthen us, right?
Right. Yeah. That's what a woman is for, to strengthen her man. All right. Psalm 82, 1 and 2. I'll start them off. Elohim stands in the congregation of El.
Mm-hmm.
He judges in the midst of the Elohim.
Let's say Elohim stands in the congregation of El. We started off with the perfect old then, right? Because we just said we just read what Messiah, right?
Right.
Come on, this the Elohim that stands in the congregation of El. And he judges in the midst of the Elohim. So who is that small Elohim he talking about?
It's talking about the man.
Talking about the man, right?
Right.
Don't prove that too.
Elohim stands in the congregation of El, who is the son, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He judges in the midst of the Elohim, you know, that's what he gonna do.
So
how long would you judge perversely and show partiality to the wrong?
This is a clear question, right? This is a clear question. This is what the Most High, Most High Mashiach seeing right now. Right?
And that's what he's saying to the people. Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
How long would you judge perversely?
Right.
And show partiality.
Right, because we was made in his image, right? We shouldn't be doing this.
Right. I said, you are Elohim.
That's what he said. That's what he said. Come on.
And all of you are the sons of the Most High.
Because he created us, right?
Right. But as men, you die.
Oh, okay.
Fall as one of the heads.
And fall as one of the heads. Who is that one of the heads he talking about? Satan the devil, right? That's who fell. He was one of the heads, right? Because Mashiach, what we just read, and I became as one of your neighbors, right? Come on. We just read that. And you fall as one of the heads.
Okay. All right. 17.
Yeah, instead of going to Genesis, we'll get it out of Sirach.
All right, 1 through 7. Mm-hmm. Yahuwah created man of the earth and turned him into it again.
Right.
He gave them few days and a short time, and power also over the things therein.
Right. So he said, you remember, you are Elohim. I said that you are Elohim, but you die like man. So that's why he said he gave them a few days in a short time. But he also said, I gave them power over things thereof. That's why you're able to be called Elohim with the small e, right? Because he gave you power. He gave you power over the birds, over the fish. You know what I'm talking about? All the living creatures, right? And look what he gave man the power to possess, the knowledge to do. Look, people flying in airplanes right now, right? Come on.
Yeah, doing all type of stuff. He endued them with strength by themselves and made them according to his image.
Come on. That's why he said, I said that you are Elohim. You was made in my image.
And put the fear of man upon all flesh, and gave him dominion over beasts and fowls.
Dominion, that means reign, right? He gave them reign over beasts and fowl. Again, this is why he calling you Elohim. Let's see why else. Let's see why else he calls Elohim. Go ahead and read verse 5.
They received the use of the 5 operations of Yahuwah.
Let's pay attention to what we read right here. They received the use of the 5 operations of Yahuwah.
And in the 6th place, he imparted them understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And in the 7th speech, an interpreter of the cognations thereof.
That's the set apart spirit right there. Go ahead. Let's read about them 5 operations of Yahuwah. Go ahead.
Counsel.
That's 1.
And a tongue.
2.
And eyes.
3.
Ears.
That's 4.
And a heart.
Come on. These are the 5 operations of the Most High Yah. Now we understand now when he said, and you was made in my likeness too. Right? Because these are the 5 operations of Yahuwah. Come on.
Right. Now you think that what that tongue for? What's them eyes for? What's them ears for?
Right.
What is that heart for?
Yeah.
Right? Gave he them to understand.
Right.
Right? You need a tongue to understand. You need eyes to understand, ears and a heart. Withal, he filled them with the knowledge of understanding and showed them good and evil.
He did all this to that dust. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Where we at?
Genesis 2 and 7.
Okay. All right, let's get to it now.
And Elohim formed a man out of the dust from the ground and breathed into his nostrils breath of lives. Not one life, lives.
Oh, you see that out? That's why we getting that 24:21. Keep reading and get that out.
And the man became a living being.
Okay, so we read King James and saying he breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, right? But right here, we read it said he breathed into the breath lives. Lives is plural, right? That's multiple.
Right.
So
okay. Strong's H.
So
24:21.
Right. So you look it up, it's gonna say 24:24, but it comes from this word, this Hebrew word. I can't pronounce the word, so I ain't even gonna try. But this is where it comes from. Life or lives. What it say?
To live, have life, remain alive, sustain. You look at that, remain alive.
Remain alive, exactly.
Because a living being, right? We don't die, right?
Come on, man. Most High gonna judge that soul.
Mm-hmm. Sustain life, live prosperously, live forever. Be quickened.
Be quickened means to be made alive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Be alive, be restored to life or health.
Be restored to life, right? That sounds like resurrection, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good right there. We ain't got to get it. That's enough right there. Okay. So now we understand why I say the breath of lives, right? Because it ain't just it ain't no YOLO. Ain't no YOLO.
Okay. Genesis 2 and 18. And Elohim said, it is not good for the man to be alone. I am going to make a helper for him. as his counterpart.
As his what up?
As his counterpart.
Hey, go get that definition of counterpart one time, Up. So we see what that means. Because Most High say, I'm gonna make him a helper as his counterpart. A counterpart.
Counterpart is someone or something that serves the same function.
That does what up?
Serves the same function.
I mean, they supposed to be doing the same thing then, right?
Holds a similar position. Or closely corresponds to another in a different place, organization, or context, acting as a match or complement.
Scroll down and get that Webster's dictionary one time, that Webster's definition. Keep scrolling. Webster should pop up.
Maybe it's just...
Keep scrolling down. Oh, yeah, Webster right there, counterpart. We know we ain't doing
one of two corresponding copies of a legal instrument, duplicate.
Right. That's talking about in law. Scroll down. Okay. Scroll back up, read that A that you missed. Right there. A
thing that fits another perfectly.
A thing that fits another perfectly, right?
That's perfect.
A counterpart.
A man is made with certain parts of the body, just like a female. You put them together, they become one.
Fit perfectly like a puzzle, right, Doc?
Right.
One remarkably similar to another. One remarkably similar to another. Let's remember these definitions. Let's deal with it now.
And they got to fit perfectly together. That's why you can't have two men or two women. They don't fit.
They don't fit. That is not your helper.
Not your helper. Right. All right. Joshua?
Yes, sir.
All right.
So let's try to get some examples. Let's try to get some examples of some counterparts out if we can. Still let that man rule, because that was the transgression. That was the sentence that the Most High gave to the woman, right? That your man gonna rule over you. So we're gonna see try to find some righteous women that let their man rule over them, but still acted as a counterpart. All right, let's get it.
Joshua 15, read 1 through 9. And in that year, there was a heavy famine throughout the land of Canaan. And the inhabitants of the land could not remain on account of the famine, for it was very grievous. And Abram and all belonging to him rose and went down to Mizraim on account of the famine. And when they were at the brook of Mizraim, they remained there some time to rest from the fatigue of the road. And Abram and Sarai were walking at the border of the brook of Mizraim, and Abram beheld his woman, Sarai, that she was very beautiful. And Abram said to his woman, Sarai, since Elohim has created you with such a beautiful countenance, I'm afraid of the Mizraim, lest they should slay me and take you away. For the fear of Elohim is not in these places.
Okay. So we even seeing the righteous Abraham trying to make a plan, right?
Right. Make sure that he don't die and she don't get ran through by the whole town.
She don't get ran. That's that brother right there for you. Okay, all right.
I mean, that's what he basically what he doing.
Oh, for sure. For sure it is.
That's what he said. Okay. I know you don't like the running through part, but that
I
just
don't know. Hey, that's extreme. I don't know if he said that. He said the fear of Elohim is not in this place. So I don't know if that translates to run through.
I'm afraid the Mizraim least they should slay me and take you away for the fear of Elohim. What they gonna take it away and do?
They're gonna give it to the king. That's it.
And then what the king gonna do?
I don't know if he's gonna give it to the whole town. That's all I'm saying.
You might have a smoochie yacht on the way. You know what I'm saying? You know how them smoochies be. Surely then you shall do this.
Mm-hmm.
Say you are my sister to all that may ask you, in order that it may be well with me, and that we may live and not be put to death.
So Abraham giving Sarai this command to say that you my sister, right?
Right.
So that means she's still playing her part as letting her man rule, but she's also being a counterpart, also doing what he said. Because this is a righteous Abraham saying this, right?
Right.
Okay.
Did he break a commandment?
Nope.
Did he lie to him?
We're gonna deal with that later, right? We're gonna get to that.
Okay. Because you say you're not supposed to lie. Is he lying? Not? He's not lying, there, huh? So you said he's not lying.
We're gonna have to seek that matter later. I don't think he lying.
Okay. Well, anybody else think he lying? When he said, "You my sister."
Yeah, that is a deception, ain't it?
Okay.
Is that a lie?
Deception is a lie.
Okay, I like it. What about you, Yamel?
That's good. What you think, Yamel?
I mean, yeah, but unless he was trying to say that's my sister in Christ.
Ooh. Okay. So,
DeAndre, what about you, DeAndre? Okay. Let's stick with Yamel saying my sister.
Messiah wasn't there though, Yamel. Is you
Yeah,
calling Father Abraham a liar? A righteous man?
He said we all come from Adam, huh?
So he's saying it like that. That's what he mean?
That's what he said. We all come from Adam.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Maybe but Big Man said, like some type of what we call that deception? Because they not understanding that, but he understands. So it's like, is it deception? I don't know. Maybe not, because there's still truth to it. But I don't know.
Okay, well, I said we're gonna visit this matter later, so y'all remember what y'all saying right now. That way, if somebody ever asks y'all can go back and say. So, okay, just remember.
Mm-hmm.
Abram.
Christ. I like it. Actually. Come on, here we go.
And Abram commanded the same to all those that came with him to Mizraim on account of this famine. Also, his nephew Lot, he commanded, saying, if the Mizrahites ask you concerning Sarah, say she is the sister of Abram.
In Christ. Go ahead. So now we see Abraham telling everybody to be deceitful on his behalf. Then the righteous Abraham. Go ahead.
And yet, with all these orders, I don't know how they did that. Okay, and yet, with all these orders, Abram did not put confidence in them. But he took Sarai and placed her in a chest and concealed it amongst their vessels.
Mm-hmm.
For Abram was greatly concerned about Sarai on account of the wickedness of the Mizraim.
He already knew he was going to a wicked town, right?
Right. You think he should have just threw his jacket over and fill it up with some more clothes, make her look fat, maybe tell her when she look at somebody to look cross-eyed or something.
That's what
You
I
should have did that instead.
That's what you do with your women back in the day. If he look at you, you better start looking cross-eyed.
Yeah, just start, just look cross-eyed at him.
Look a little slow.
That way we'll be straight.
Put that helmet on.
Yeah, and then walk like you handicapped. They say something, you say, "Huh?"
Hey, we gotta stop now. This brother, I told you, that brother know how to take it over the line for sure.
I'm overboard. Don't activate it. Don't activate it.
We come right to the tip of the line. That brother say, "Nah, we going over. We going over."
Hey, he tired too, yeah.
He tired.
All right. And Abram and all belonging to him rose up from the brook Mizraim and came to Mizraim. Mm-hmm. They had scarcely entered the gates of the city when the guards stood up to them, saying, "Give tithe to the king from what you have." See, that's why he shouldn't have put her in the box. They're gonna want to know what's in there.
But he covered the box up. Remember, he put her in the box and then covered it up with a whole bunch of stuff. So he was hoping they wouldn't see the box or the chest.
Yeah, they saw it.
They saw it. All right.
And then you may come into the town. And Abram and those that were with him did so. And Abram with the people that were with him came to Mizraim. And when they came, they brought the chest in which Sarah was concealed. And the Mizraim saw the chest. They saw it. Mm-hmm. And the king's servant approached Abram.
Jump down now. Jump down 13 now.
Okay. That story was getting good. My bad.
I heard your reading voice coming out.
You heard it coming out. Now people ain't gonna know what they were saying to it when they saw the chest. That's all right. Gotta read it on your own, y'all. Verse 10 through 12.
13. Oh, okay, 10 through 12 on their own.
And the king, and the king's officers passed Abram. They reached the chest and opened it with force. And they like, man, what's in there? We ain't even get to see that part because somebody don't want us to see it, I guess. And they saw, and behold, a beautiful woman was in the chest. They like, oh my goodness.
They ain't seen like that. I don't even want to talk about, different nations of women, you feel me? But I'll just say that the Israelite women are the most beautiful women, period.
Right. She was probably fair-skinned, they was Hamites, so they was dealing with real dark black women.
See?
They're like, what's this?
You can't have no pretty dark woman. You know what I'm saying?
No, I ain't saying that. And then they was bald-headed too.
They was bald. I agree with that too, though. I agree.
Sarah had her hair all whipped up, had a perm and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Some golden.
Yeah, the perm. All right. And when the officers of the king beheld Sarah, they were struck with admiration at her beauty. And all the princes and servants of Pharaoh assembled to see Sarah. They're like, hey, come here, look at, hey, go look over there, dude, them coming. Look at, man, they got a Holly Berry over there or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And all the princes and servants of Pharaoh assembled to see Sarah, for she was very beautiful. Mm-hmm. And the king's officers ran and told Pharaoh all that they had seen. Man, she bad. You need to see her. You talking about your wife look like this, your woman look like a stick compared to this Coke shake bottle up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say and they praise Sarai to the king. So like, yeah, you said they was bragging on her beauty. Like,
Yeah, it
man,
was bragging on her.
yeah,
Like,
lifting her up.
you gotta
Yeah.
see her, King.
Okay, so that ain't nothing new with people right there, then, huh?
Dude,
They already
go back down aisle 15. Go look.
Right, exactly.
yeah, look at it. Hey, they already going against the breaking the command, right? Thou shalt not covet, right?
Right.
Well,
But they didn't know though. But
they didn't
Yeah,
know.
said,
Yeah,
hey,
exactly.
they didn't know.
hey, that's my
Exactly.
sister.
You might see some of my outfit team. She might be. You gotta ask her first. Yeah, you
How did
gotta
she,
man.
just think about it. They had her in the chest. Hidden.
But think about that. Think about all these men that's bragging on this woman. These men probably got a woman, right? They like, man, you gotta see this one. You feel me? That's why I say thou shalt not covet.
I'm about to put mine away if she, all she gotta do is say the word.
What that brother say? I'm about to put this booger away. That's what the brother said. That's preaching, man.
brother, like that. They like up in that one movie, like, hey baby, let me speak to you, mama. Hey babe, I ain't coming home ever again. What's that? Harlem Nights or something?
Yeah, for sure.
Then I ain't coming home ever again.
Hey, they might want to add it to the roster, man. Cause back then brothers could have 1,000 women's.
Okay.
This brother right here.
That's what he was telling her. Add it to the roster.
Add it
What
to
we
the
reading this
roster.
to?
We reading this to what we reading this to
13 to what?
13 to 20.
13 to 20.
To 20, okay.
Then
we jumping down again. All
Okay.
right. And they praised Sarah to the king. And Pharaoh ordered her to be brought. Go get her. And the woman came before the king. And Pharaoh beheld Sarah. And she pleased him exceedingly. And he was struck with her beauty. And the king rejoiced greatly on her account. Like, oh boy.
You see, I got me
everybody out. Everybody out.
Mm-hmm.
He about to kick everybody out the room, wasn't he? He was happy on her account and made presents to those who brought him to the tidings concerning her.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman was then brought to Pharaoh's house, and Abram grieved on account of his woman, and he prayed to Yahuwah to deliver her from the hands of Pharaoh.
Abraham praying this prayer, right? What else happened?
Man, just think about it. Think about the woman you love, right? In some other body's house. You like, man,
Sarah
you don't want
prayed.
nobody huh?
And Sarai also prayed.
Yeah, Sarah also prayed. That's a good woman right there, right?
So it is.
Exactly. That's a faithful
woman.
So
it is.
Even in Abraham's hand just to pray, right?
Mm-hmm.
He prayed also, right?
Man, women are praying warriors.
Come on, man.
That's what they are and should be.
What was that definition? The counterpart fit perfectly. What else?
Fit perfectly. For sure. For sure.
And Sarah also prayed at that time, and said, "Oh Yahuwah Elohim, you did tell my Adonai Abram to go from his land and from his father's house to the land of Canaan. And you did promise to do well with him if he will perform your commands. And now, behold, we have done that which you did command us. And we left our land and our families.
Right.
And we went to a strange land and to a people whom we have not known before."
And think about whose prayer we're reading. It said Abraham prayed and Sarah prayed also, but whose prayer are we reading?
We're reading Sarah's prayer.
Come on.
And we came to this land to avoid the famine. And this evil accident has befallen me, Now therefore, O Yahuwah, Elohim, deliver us and save us from the hand of this oppressor, and do well with me for the sake of your mercy.
Mm.
And Yahuwah hearkened to the voice of Sarah.
To
And
the
Yahuwah
voice.
sent.
He hearkened to
Sarah.
Ooh. So Abraham prayed and Sarah prayed also, but Yahuwah hearkened to the voice of who?
Sarah.
Ooh, okay.
Is it because Abraham came up with the lie? What y'all think?
I don't know. I just feel like
I'm just throwing them questions out there.
It's just
I still want to know if he lied or not.
All right, in unison, Zach. They praying in unison, Zach. And he heard that woman's prayer. That's who he hearkened to. He hearkened to that woman's prayer.
And Yahuwah hearkened to the voice of Sarah, and Yahuwah sent an angel to deliver Sarah from the power of Pharaoh.
Come on.
And the king came and sat before Sarah. And behold, an angel of Yahuwah was standing over them. And he appeared to Sarah and said to her, do not fear, for Yahuwah has heard your prayer.
Yahuwah has heard your prayer. Come on, this faithful woman, because this same faithful woman could have said, you know what, this king got this, that, and the other. It is famine in the land that the Most High told us to go to, and now we got to be here. And she could have just left it alone. But the woman prayed. The faithful woman prayed, man. Not just her man. Go ahead,
okay. 23 to 25. And the king approached to speak to Sarah, and he reached out his hand to touch her, when the angel smote him heavily, and he was terrified, and we refrained from reaching to her. Where was he going to touch her at?
Touch that thigh. That would sound like.
Touch the thigh?
It don't say. It don't say.
It don't even say. You see how nasty that brother is? Like, I'm going straight.
You know I'm touching first. You know
what I'm He going straight for the thigh.
He probably went for the waist then for me. Yeah.
Y'all may going to grab him. He going, hey, get over. He like Sub-Zero. Get over here. You got to watch that brother there. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Yahudah said he grabbing the cheeks and then looking her eyes out.
Yeah, hey, if she beautiful like that, I'm going straight for the chin. I'm pulling that chin towards my face. Give me a nice smoochy, y'all.
Yeah, too. Oh boy, smoochy too. Let me hold,
all right.
Hold your cheeks.
Y'all going for, y'all. That's ignorant, brothers. You can't just go reaching for stuff like that. And when the king came near to Sarah, the angel smote him to the ground and acted thus to him the whole night. And the king was terrified.
So he kept getting smote. It sounded like he kept trying.
Yeah.
And it wasn't learning. That's crazy.
Something must have happened to make him keep going after her like that. Must have got a bulge or something. He was like, man, I got to get over here. And the angel on that night smote heavily all the servants of the king and his whole household on account of Sarah. There was a great lamentation that night amongst the people of Pharaoh's house. So it was all in there going crazy.
Yeah. They like, who this woman you brung up in here?
Man. He must have had her in that box for something.
Right. Dangerous.
29. And in the morning, the king called for Abram and said to him, what is this you have done to me? Why did you say she is my sister? Owning to which I took her unto me to be my woman. And this heavy plague has therefore come upon me and my household. Like, man, you deceiving me. Why you tell me that was your sister, dude?
Right.
Just be honest. Tell the truth, right, Jermaine? That was Jermaine said, tell the truth.
Let's see what Abraham reply was when he said, why you play me like that? Let's see what Abraham replied.
He said, okay, Genesis 20 and 11.
11 through 13.
Genesis 20, right?
Genesis 20, yes, sir.
11. And Abram said, only because I said to myself, the fear of Elohim is not in this place.
We read that.
And they shall kill me for the sake of my wife. And yet, she is truly my sister in Christ. Is that what you saying, y'all, man? Brother, put that sandwich down. Getting the answer right here.
I'm right here. Right?
Okay. And yet she is truly my sister. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother. And she became my wife.
So he wasn't lying then, right?
He wasn't lying. He wasn't lying. He was still telling the truth.
He just said, instead of saying you my wife, my sister, right?
Right.
So now we see, we'll see a straight Hebrew. You know what I'm talking about? You know how, you might get a woman, but we see they straight Hebrews and Hebrews. They come from the same seed, right?
Right. And it came to be when Elohim caused me to wander from my father's house that I said to her, this is your loving commitment that you should do for me in every place, wherever we go. Say of me, he is my brother.
Come on, that's a real counterpart, still letting her man rule. This your kindness that you should do for me, right? Do this for me. Right. Come on.
Okay. Joshua 16. 23 to 32.
Keep it over, Sarah.
Okay. And Sarah, the daughter of Haran, Abram's woman, was still barren in those days. She did not bear to Abram either son or daughter. Oh, Pharaoh was probably like, y'all ain't got no kid. See, you messing with the wrong man. And when she saw that she bore no children, she took her handmaid, Hagar, whom Pharaoh had given her, and she gave her to Abram, her man, for a woman. For Hagar learned all the ways of Sarai.
Right.
And Sarai taught her. Right? Sarah taught her these ways.
Right.
She was not in any way deficient in following her good ways. And Sarah said to Abram, behold,
no stranger.
Here's my hand. Huh?
I mean, she ain't just getting no stranger for Abraham, right? She said,
she ain't just go. She ain't gonna look for nobody.
Right.
Somebody that she can trust. I raised her to be like this. Behold, here's my handmaid, Hagar. Go to her that she may bring forth upon my knees, that I may also obtain children through her. And at the end of 10 years of Abram's dwelling in the land of Canaan, which is the 85th year of Abram's life, Sarah gave Hagar unto him. And Abram said, okay. That's how he said it out?
What he said?
All right. Okay. smiling. Like, yeah, man, he's smiling. Like, yeah, okay, baby, I get another wife. And Abram hearkened to the voice of his woman Sarah, and he took his handmaid Hagar, and Abram came to her, and she conceived.
Mm-hmm.
And when Hagar saw that she had conceived, she rejoiced greatly, and her mistress was despised in her eyes. And she said within herself, this can only be that I am better before Elohim than Sarah, my mistress.
Come on, all right? So we just dealt with a servant ain't greater than his master. So take that in this in a less spiritual form. She conceived and she started thinking, the one who taught me all the ways, right? And I ain't deficient in no good way. Now I must be better before the Most High than her.
Right. For all the days that my mistress has been with my Adonai, she did not conceive. But me, Yahuwah, has caused in so short a time to conceive by him.
That's powerful right there then, huh?
Yeah. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was like a whole year Abraham was going back and forth at it. And when Sarai saw that Hagar had conceived by Abram, Sarai was jealous of her handmaid. And Sarai said within herself, this is surely nothing else but that she must be better than I am. So, reasoning with she was reasoning within herself. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But she still said her though. She like, well, she must be greater than I am, right? Any woman still gonna be jealous. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Real.
And Sarah said unto Abraham, my wrong be upon you. For at the time when you did pray before Yahuwah for children, why did you not pray on my account? That Yahuwah should give me seed from you.
She said you praying in general. You praying to the Most High. Oh, just give me seed. You ain't saying give me seed from Sarah, right? That's why she mad at him right here. Come on. So
when I speak,
remember earlier when they prayed in unison, right? It said Abraham and Sarah prayed also and said. That means they prayed in unison. But in this time when they prayed, it wasn't in unison. Abraham said, give me seed. Sarah was like, bless my womb, right? It was a different prayer.
And when I speak to Hagar in your presence, she despises my words because she has conceived. And you will say nothing to her.
Abraham said, that's your handmaid. I ain't said nothing
about
it.
Right. Go get some, Sarah was like, go get some milk. You go get it. Yahuwah, judge between me and you for what you have done to me.
So she said, hey, we supposed to be counterparts. You feel me?
All right. And Abraham said to Sarah, behold, your handmaid is in your hand.
Hey, we can stop him right there, huh?
Oh, okay.
All the way to 32. All right, where we at with him now? Genesis 18.
Yeah, Genesis 18. Genesis 18, 1 and 2. And then Yahuwah appeared to him by the terebinth trees of Mamre while he was sitting in the tent door in the heat of the day. So he lifted his eyes and looked and saw 3 men standing opposite him. And when he saw them, he ran from the tent door to meet them and bowed himself to the ground.
You jump down, huh?
Okay, jumping down to 9 to 15.
Sir.
And they said to him, where is Sarah, your wife? And he said, see, in the tent. And he said, I shall certainly return to you according to the time of life. And see, Sarah, your wife, is to have a son. And Sarah was listening in the tent door, which was behind them. Now Abraham and Sarah were old, well advanced in age, and Sarah was past the way of women.
Mm.
And Sarah laughed within herself, saying after, I have grown old, shall I have pleasure, my master being old too? So when Sarah laughed within herself, she probably said, like, you know how women go,
That's exactly what it was. That's exactly.
Yeah.
That's that same faithful Sarah though that we talking about, huh?
Right. And Yahuwah said to Abram, why did Sarah laugh, saying, shall I have a child since I am old? Is any matter too hard for Yahuwah?
That's a question.
That's a big question, right? At the appointed time, I am going to return to you, according to the time of life, and Sarah is to have a son. But Sarah denied it, saying, I did not laugh, for she was afraid. And he said, no, you did laugh.
Ooh, you see that? So that means Sarah was still, within her heart saying, I didn't laugh, that consciousness. But he said, yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Right.
So the thing is, go ahead.
Yeah, she did all this stuff under her breath.
Right.
Everything. Wasn't nothing heard outside of her. If you was standing next to her, you wouldn't have known what she did.
Right.
It's the Most High you dealing with. Right?
He said no.
Dealing with the Most High. Hey, the ear of jealousy hear all things.
So the thing is, since she said no, but you did. So the question is, did Sarah believe? The same faithful Sarah, did she believe? No.
No, she couldn't. She wouldn't have laughed if she would have.
All right. So she didn't believe. Let's jump to where we at with it, right? We jumping?
She ended up believing, but she didn't believe. No, we're going all the way to 20. 9 to 15. Okay.
Yeah. Jump to that
Hebrews 11.
Because the question is, did Sarah believe? And like you say, she lied. She lied.
11.
See if we can get an answer to that question.
Sarah ended up believing, I believe, after when they saw the angel again, when the angel came and visited them about the
But she already seen the power. She already prayed and seen the power when the king tried to touch her, and how his household was afflicted, right?
That's true. Okay. Let me see where we going with this.
Hebrews 11.
Right, Hebrews 11 and 1. And the belief is the substance of what is expected. The proof of what is not seen.
Of course, we got to get the definition of belief because we're dealing with the faith of a woman, the belief of a woman, right? Jump down to 11. Let's get that answer if Sarah believed.
By belief, also, Sarah herself wasn't able to conceive seed. And she bore a child when she was past the normal age because she deemed him trustworthy who had promised.
He deemed him trustworthy who had promised. He had already said, in a lifespan, in the time of a life, you're going to return and you're going to conceive a son. So she deemed him trustworthy when he said that. By her belief, though. So according to this Hebrews 11, she did laugh, but she did believe. She deemed him trustworthy. Right?
Yeah, I believe that she didn't believe at first when she laughed and said, but after thinking about it, after like, why did you laugh? Like, I didn't laugh. Yeah, you did. Now she believing because how you know I laugh? You know what I'm saying? Now she like, okay,
And
it
not
must
just
be. I
just
guess it is gonna be true.
you remember the question in 14. Is any matter too hard for Yah? Is any matter too hard for Yah? So yeah, maybe she did have to ponder on that. Wait, is it
Right.
too hard for the Most High? Nah,
Right, because
too hard for the Most High. And she deemed him trustworthy, man. Straight up.
yeah. Now that makes sense right there. All right, Joshua 26.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Joshua 26, 1 through 8. And in the 59th year of the life of Yishak, the son of Abram, Rebekah, his woman, was still barren in those days.
So we got another barren. We got another barren one, right?
And Rebekah said to Yishak, truly, I have heard, my Adonai, that your mother Sarah was barren in her days until my Adonai, Abram, your father, prayed for her. And she conceived by him.
Oh, so now we see when Sarah approached Abraham and said, why you ain't prayed on my behalf for a seed? We had to see later on Abraham must have prayed on her behalf for seed, right? Come on, because we reading it right now.
Yeah.
At first, like, oh, you prayed for seed, but it was in general, right? Now pray for me that I bear kids by you. Come on.
Now therefore stand up. Pray you also to Elohim, and he will hear your prayer and remember us through his mercies.
Who is saying this right now?
This is
Isaac, right?
Isaac.
So Isaac's sitting idle. She's barren right now. Isaac's sitting idle, like, man, it's all good. You're gonna have a baby, just relax. Nah, she's like, get up, man. Get up and go pray on this behalf, man. Stop playing, right? Woman strengthening her man. Get up, man. Go pray to the Most High. Let's go.
And Isaac answered his woman, Rebekah, saying, Abraham has already prayed for me to Elohim to multiply his seed. Now, therefore, this barrenness must proceed to us from you.
That sounds like Yamil right there. He's like, man, you barren, man. Go on, give me a midwife like Abraham, like Sarah gave Hagar. You feel me? Because this barrenness must it ain't me. You know what I'm talking about? I'm shooting. Bang, bang, bang. You feel me? It must be. Give me a Hagar. Give me something. You know what I'm talking
about? Hey, what do you mean by shooting, Doc?
There you go. Go on, Doc.
You got BB
said
good?
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, right.
Hey, let him know, big man. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all sound like Coming to America. Got mushroom jacket on. And Rebekah said to him, but arise now, you also, and pray. Get up and pray right now.
Right.
She said, but arise now. Right? Not later. Get up now. That Yahuwah may hear your prayer and grant me children.
Right. So that means the woman praying. But again, counterpart in unison, right? So she said, pray. I already been praying for it. Because he already said, I ain't got to pray for this. Abraham already prayed. You remember?
Right.
Get up now.
He's like, woman, chill out. It's going to happen. She like, nah, get up now. And Yishak hearkened to the words of his woman. And Yishak and his woman rose up and went to the land of Moriah and prayed there to seek Yahuwah.
Come on, so he ain't just go alone. Counterpart. Yishak and this woman rose up and went to the land of Moriah to go pray and seek the Most High Yah. Come on.
And when they had reached that place, Yishak stood up and prayed to Yahuwah on account of his woman, because she was barren. And Yishak said, O Yahuwah Elohim of heaven and earth, whose goodness and mercies fill the earth, you who did take my father from his father's house and from his birthplace, and did bring him into this land, and did say to him, to your seed will I give the land. And you did promise him, and did declare unto him, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and as the sand of the sea. Now, may your words be verified, which you did speak unto my father. He said, verify it, because this woman ain't going to stay away from me unless we have a kid.
Hey, come on.
You know, every night, she probably going to bed. You think we're going to have one? You think the Most High heard your prayer? You know what it is, boy. For you are Elohim. For you are Yahuwah Eloheinu. Our eyes are towards you to give us seed of men, as you did promise us. For you are Yahuwah Eloheinu, and our eyes are directed towards you only.
Come on, man. We know your word don't come back void.
Mm-hmm. And Yahuwah heard the prayer of Yishak, the son of Abraham. And Yahuwah was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his woman, conceived.
Come on, so now we seen that woman strengthening her man to say, hey, man, get up, man. Get up and go.
I was probably just waiting for that prayer.
Right. In unison, because he went with his woman. He's the head. We're going to see that later. He's the head. So, of course, he's going to lead in the prayer. But the woman was right beside, in agreement, right? In agreement with the prayer. Come on. Counterpart.
And in about 7 months after the children struggle within her.
Good right there. Right? Stopping at 8.
Oh, we good? Oh, okay.
We want to get that righteous Rebecca.
Genesis 29.
Yes, sir. We want to get that righteous Rebecca. Let's keep moving down the line, though.
Where we going, Rude?
Genesis 29.
Okay.
29, 1 and 2, and then 10 and 20.
You said 10 through 20?
Yeah.
1 and 2, then 10 through 20.
Okay.
All right, Genesis 29. And Jacob moved on and came to the land of the people of the east. And he looked and saw a well in the field, and saw 3 flocks of sheep lying by it. For out of that well they watered the flocks, and a large stone was on the wall's mouth.
Jump down, right?
And it came to be, when Jacob saw Rachel, the daughter of Laban. How come I can't say his name right? Laban. Laban. The daughter of Laban, his mother's brother. And the sheep of Laban, his mother's brother, that Jacob went near and rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the flock of Laban, his mother's brother.
Mm-hmm.
And Jacob kissed Rachel, and lifted up his voice and wept. And when Jacob told Rachel that he was her father's relative, and that he was Rebekah's son, she ran and told her father. And it came to be, when Laban heard the report about Jacob, his sister's son, that he ran to meet him, and embraced him and kissed him, and brought him to his house. Then he told Laban all these matters. And Laban said to him, "You are indeed my bone and my flesh." And he stayed with him for a new moon. Stayed with him for a month. Then Laban said to Jacob, "Because you are my relative, should you therefore serve me for naught? Let me know, what should your wages be?" And Laban had two daughters. The name of the elder was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. And Leah's eyes were weak, but Rachel was beautiful of form and beautiful of appearance.
That's that Coke bottle shape you was talking about, Doc?
Man,
when it say Leah's eyes.
Go ahead, Doc. I can't hear you.
When it said her eyes were weak.
You broke up, man. I can't even hear you if you talking.
You still there? You ain't get kicked out, did he?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
What do y'all think that 17 is? And Leah's eyes were weak.
Right.
That means she just ain't as pretty as Rachel.
Oh, she was just okay. Weak on the eyes.
Yeah. You remember how I said I want to? She's so pretty. I want to grab her cheeks and look into her eyes.
For sure. For sure. Okay.
That's what I'm saying right here. So they both had the beautiful form, Coke bottle shape.
She just wasn't pretty in the face. Okay.
Maybe she had a lazy eye.
Look at him. He stayed with that lazy eye.
I'm just saying. And Leah's eyes was weak. Maybe she had a lazy one, or
was they crossed, Doc? Was they crossed?
They could have been crossed too. I've seen a beautiful woman with real crossed eyes, but she was still beautiful though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I said that though. You know what I'm saying?
Like that. All right. And Jacob loves Rachel. So he said, "Let me serve you 7 years for Rachel, your younger daughter." You know how Hebrews, they want what's nice and good, right? They want the best. And Laban said, "It is better that I give her to you than that I should give her to another man. Stay with me." So Jacob served 7 years for Rachel. And they seemed to him to be but a few days because of the love he had for her.
That's so sweet, right? Come on.
And Jacob said to Laban,
right there, he served 7 years, 1 through 20. You just told man 10 through 20. You steady reading.
All right, I'm reading, so
Thank you,
man, brother, get on you about stuff. You gotta remember everything. Yeah. Joshua 31.
Yes, sir. 1 through 15. 19 through 21. 37.
Let's start at 1 through 15 first, okay?
Okay. I'll just remind you. That's it.
All right. And in the 7th.
Help, I got you. I don't want your voice to start cracking.
I just took a swig of water, all right? I think I'm fine, unless you want it, Jermaine.
No, you can go and hit it, Root. You all right?
Okay.
I hit it.
And in the 7th year, Jacob's service, which he served Laban, was completed. And Jacob said to Laban, "Give me my woman, please. Give me my money. Pay me what you owe me. For the days of my service are fulfilled." And Laban did so. And Laban and Jacob assembled all the people of that place, and they made a feast.
What kind of feast is this, Doc?
Man, it's a wedding feast, huh?
Wedding? Yeah.
Okay. Y'all best do it.
You might have checked out when he said that. And in the evening, Laban came to the house, and afterward, Jacob came there with the people of the feast.
Mm-hmm.
And Laban extinguished all the lights that were there in the house. He cut all the lights off.
Hey, now we're looking at some real deceit now, big man. This different. This is that different deceit right here.
For sure.
And Jacob said to Laban, wherefore do you do this thing unto us?
Hey, he like, why you extinguishing the lights? You know what I'm talking about?
Why you cutting the lights off?
Right.
We ain't finna have no orgy. That what you want, Laban? We ain't on that. It's righteousness. And Laban answered, such is our custom to act in this land. This is how we do things around here. We cut lights off.
Hey, deceit, deceit. Soon as
darkness,
you know, deceit is around, straight up.
Close by. And afterward, Laban took his daughter Leah, and he brought her to Jacob. And he came to her, and Jacob did not know that she was Leah. Well, he ain't looking at her face, is he?
He ain't looking at them weak eyes. You say that lazy eye?
Man, he eyes straight on the body.
Hey,
he like, yeah, buddy.
Hey, because remember, they both had a beautiful form. She was just weak in the eyes. Remember?
Mm-hmm. And Laban gave his daughter Leah his maid. Gave his daughter Leah his maid Zilpah for a handmaid.
So hey, now we seeing the only one that didn't go into a handmaid was Yishak, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, Abraham went to his handmaid, and we see Jacob. We read later, Jacob went to his handmaids also, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the story when it comes to the handmaids is what happened. The woman gave over their handmaids, right? It wasn't him just saying, "I'm going to the handmaid." The woman gave.
Wait a minute. I think you said Jacob the only one didn't have handmaid.
No, I said Jacob and Abraham is the only ones that went to their handmaids.
But okay.
The woman is the one who gave the handmaids to him.
Right.
To handmaid, the woman gave the handmaid over.
Right. And Laban gave his daughter Leah his handmaid Zilpah for a handmaid. And all the people at the feast knew what Laban had done to Jacob. But they did not tell the thing to Jacob.
So does that mean they guilty too then?
They guilty too. They knew what was going on.
They guilty of deceit too then, right?
Mm-hmm. And all the neighbors came that night to Jacob's house. And they ate and drank and rejoiced and played before Leah upon timbrels and with dances. And they responded before Jacob. Hela, hela.
Hey, and that's how you know. I feel like when we read something else and say Jacob was a little tipsy too at the little shindig, right? The wedding feast, right?
Yeah.
And they ate and drank.
Like they ate and drank and rejoiced. They was kicking it.
Right, it was kicking it out. So he wasn't paying attention when they was playing the timbrels before Leah, because they supposed to be playing the timbrels before who? Rachel, right?
Right. He probably saw him. He was like, boy, he looking at the bike like, boy, he wasn't thinking about too much.
But he
like, after this, wait till after this. You know what I'm saying?
That's you, That's you.
We in there like we gonna seal the deal in about 15, 20 minutes. He's sipping. Hey, he ain't sipping, he drinking.
He drinking up.
He got drinking.
Got a little tip like Noah.
Yeah. He was like, yeah. And Jacob heard their words, but did not understand their meaning.
Mm-hmm.
But he thought such might be in their custom in this land. Oh, they just do this. They just say Allah, Allah.
Yeah, right. Because remember, when he extinguished the lights, he already told them this is a custom in our land. So Jacob like, oh, this must be another custom in their land, right?
Right. And the neighbors spoke these words before Jacob during the night. And all the lights that were in the house Laban had that night extinguished.
Who extinguished the lights out?
Laban. And in the morning, when daylight appeared, Jacob turned to his woman, and he saw, and behold, it was Leah that had been lying in his bosom. And Jacob said, behold now, I know what the neighbors said last night. He Leah. Hey, Leah. He Leah. Okay. They said, and I knew it not. And Jacob called unto Laban and said to him, what is this that you did unto me? Surely I served you for Rachel. And why did you deceive me and did give me Leah? And Laban answered Jacob, saying, not so is it done in our place, to give the younger before the elder. Now therefore, if you desire to take her, sister likewise, take her unto you for the service which you will serve me for another 7 years.
So we see Laban was full of deceit in the beginning. If that was the case, why wouldn't you just say that? Why wouldn't
For
you
sure.
say, hey, we got to give up the older first? You know what I'm saying? Why would you deceive and extinguish the lights? That's true deceit right there. Right?
Right.
It's all for a reason, because Most High got a plan, right? Most High got a plan always. Praise God. Go ahead.
Got to get 12 of them out of these. And Jacob did so. And he also took Rachel for a woman. And he served Laban 7 more years. At least he had Leah in between them 7 years. You know what I'm saying?
Did he go into her, though?
Huh?
Did he go into her?
He went into her that first night, so he probably kept going.
First night. Hey, remember we reading that one time, it was saying that Leah had that, but we said Leah had that good, because he was steady having babies by her, right?
Yeah. He ain't stopped. He probably had 2 or 3 in that same year. No, I'm just kidding. And Jacob also came to Rachel. I mean, in that 7 years, he probably had a couple in between. He also came to Rachel, and he loved Rachel more than Leah. And Laban gave her his handmaid Bilhah for a handmaid.
So what you saying? He loved Rachel more than Leah, so every time he went to Leah, he extinguished the lights. But with Rachel, he kept the lights on.
Yes. He kept the lights on. You know what I'm saying?
Rachel.
Like, I'm going to say this one for my prize.
He say, I'm keep them lights on, be like Big Eye. I'm going to grab her cheeks and look into her eyes. Go ahead, Al.
All right.
15. All the way to 15.
And when Yahuwah saw that Leah was hated, Yahuwah opened her womb, and she conceived and bore Jacob 4 sons in those days. And these are their names: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Yehudah. And she afterward left bearing, right? And you see that the promised seed came from Levi and Judah, right?
Right.
And it's a reason why they came from them. And the reason it being is because Leah was the daughter of the covenant, first married. You know what I'm saying? 2 becoming 1, right? That's why.
So why wasn't it given to Reuben? What Joshua say? Reuben wasn't given the covenant because he ran into his daughter's hand.
Yeah.
Right?
We know about you. You know how you like to mess with me because my name Reuben too. You know what I'm saying?
I was just getting the point why I wasn't given. He was the firstborn. Why wasn't he given to it? And it says Shimeon because of his what was it, hostilities? I can't think of what it was. When they went,
what they did when they went to Shechem.
Yeah, Shimeon had a different mindset than what Levi had. I think I feel like it's in the book of the Testament of Shimeon or something like that.
Yeah, because the Testament of Levi talk about the angel giving him the sword, telling him to go, you know, had them people up that did that to Dinah. You know what I'm saying?
So we see why the first two born didn't receive it.
Didn't receive, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And at that time,
19.
Rachel was barren. Okay, 19? All right. Okay, we're going 19 through 21. Okay, I got you. And Rachel was still barren in those days. And Rachel prayed unto Yahuwah at that time. And she said, O Yahuwah Elohim, remember me and visit me, I beseech you. For now my man will cast me off, for I have borne him no children.
We know that's not true because he loved her exceedingly. That's the one he did his service for, right?
Right. Now, O Yahuwah Elohim, hear my supplication before you, and see my affliction, and give me children like one of the handmaids, that I may no longer bear my reproach. And Elohim heard her and opened her womb. And Rachel conceived and bore a son, and she said, Yahuwah has taken away my reproach. And she called his name Joseph, saying, may Yahuwah add to me another son. And Yaakov was 91 years old when she bore him.
So she's still praying. Even though he is old, she's still praying, right? Asking
right.
For seed. Right? Come down, not.
It's the youngest, right? 37. 44. And Yahuwah appeared to Jacob at the expiration of the 6 years, and said unto him, arise, go forth out of this land, and return to the land of your birthplace, and I will be with you.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob rose up at that time, and he mounted his children and women, and all belonging to him upon camels. And he went forth to go to the land of Canaan, to his father, Yishak. And Laban did not know that Jacob had gone from him, for Laban had been that day sheep shearing. And Rachel stole her father's images. And she took them, and she concealed them upon the camel upon which she sat. And she went on.
Come on, so we talking about faithful women. But right now we seeing that Rachel taking her daddy idols, right?
Right.
So what do she really believe in? Right?
Right.
Let's keep reading to see what's going on. Right?
And this is the manner of the images.
So wait, this is the manner of the images. The images that she stole, this is what they believe in about these images, right? Let's go.
And taking a man who is the firstborn and slaying him, and taking the hair off his head.
And step 2.
And taking salt and salting the head and anointing it in oil. Then taking a small tablet of copper or a tablet of gold and writing the name upon it.
Right.
Placing the tablet under his tongue and taking the head with the tablet under the tongue and putting it in the house.
Right.
And lighting up lights before it and bowing down to it.
That's a real ritual right there.
Real ritual.
That's a ritual, for sure. But this is the matter of the image and how, how they worship their image and what they did, right?
Right.
The ritual. Go ahead.
And at that time, when they bow down to it, it speaks to them in all matters that they ask of it.
Like that, they was training us when we was younger. You remember they used to give you that 8 ball and you shake it up, you ask something and shake it up and they give you an answer?
Yeah.
Right? They was always putting this in your mind. They was always putting ritualistic stuff in your mind, even when you were a small kid. You feel me?
Hey, so I didn't know Laban believed in some other stuff. So is that why he probably did Jacob like he did when Jacob worked those 7 years for Rachel but gave him Leah?
Yeah, that's why we were saying that's true deceit, for sure. That's true deceit. Abraham says she truly is my sister. But what we dealing with Lavan, that's true deceit. Extinguishing the lights, all these things, right? Instead of just, because he loved her exceedingly. So I'm pretty sure he would have took Leah and then be like, okay, let me work another 7 years for what I really want.
Okay. You see how the statue speaking? Speaks to them in all matters that they ask of it.
Right.
First time I read something about a statue speaking was in that infancy of Christ when he was little, and it was talking about how the priests used to pray to statues, and Satan spoke through it.
That's what this. Because look how
what's going on here.
Look how it starts. First, the first thing they do is take a man who was the firstborn and kill him.
Right. That's crazy within itself.
Right. Then take the hair off his head. Then take salt. Then put salt on the head, anointing oil. Then take a small tablet of copper and gold, put it under the tongue. Right. This is all ritualistic type of stuff. And then after they do all this, what happens? The image starts speaking to him. Come on, man. Sound like a form of hallucination almost. When people use TP and LCD and all that type of stuff. Hallucination.
Through the power of the name which is written in it, right? So they probably writing these names of fallen angels, and these fallen, the children of the fallen angels, the spirits, the evil spirits, and the evil spirits speaking through these statues. And some make them into figures of men, of gold and silver, and go to them in times known to them. And the figures receive the influence of the stars and tell them the future things. And in this matter were the images which Rachel stole from her father. This was Celestial be doing that.
You would know. You would know. You know what I'm saying? I should ask you. Is that what she do?
Man.
So why Rachel stole the images? They said because they tell the future, right? They was escaping, right? But Rachel know, hey, these images tell the future or what she thought, what was told to her from her father, right? Go ahead.
All right. A couple things came true. Saw her father doing it, and it became a custom. Some people grow up into these things not knowing, you know what I'm saying? And they just continue doing what they've been told. Right? What they saw work.
But look at the smaller, I ain't gonna say smaller, but that's the same matter when they deal with these pagan holidays like Christmas and stuff. That's what they grew up in, what was told, right?
Right. And Rachel stole these images which were her father's, in order that Laban might not know through them where Jacob had gone.
Oh,
okay.
Now we see good intentions when she stole the images, right? She didn't steal the images to worship the images. She just thought what she was told, like we said about Christmas. She's like, oh, he gonna know where we at when he do this whole ritual thing, right?
Right. And he probably want to come get us.
Right. So now when we read Genesis, we see that she stole. And we're like, damn, why Rachel do that? I thought she upright. Walking with her man. She stole it because she thought what happened, man. She had good intentions, man. Straight up.
Good intentions.
All praises, man.
All praises. All right. Jubilees 36.
Yes, sir. We dealt with Rachel and see what she had good intentions, right? What about Leah?
Right.
What about Leah? What Jacob had to say about her?
Hey, Jubilees 36 and 20.
Hmm?
Let me read it out.
Okay, go ahead. 22, 23.
All right. And Jacob dwelt in the mountains of Chevron, in the tower of the land of the sojourning of his father Abraham. And he worshipped Yahuwah with all his heart, and according to the visible commands, according as he had divided the days of his generations.
See that Jacob worshiped the Most High with all his heart. So his counterparts in this time should be doing the same, because he had counterparts. You feel me? Word. Go ahead, Doc.
And Leah,
what
his
else did he
woman,
need?
died.
What else did he need? He got two. He got one fine one, another nice looking one, and they both got bad bodies. What else he need?
They both got bad body. The same brother that say we moving too fast when you touch the thigh. You need to grab that cheeks. You talking about bad bodies and Coke bottles all day. You know what I'm saying?
And Leah, his woman, died in the 4th year of the 2nd week of the 45th Jubilee. And he buried her in the double cave near Rivak.
Yeah,
Rebecca,
his mama. Yeah.
Okay. His mother to the left of the grave of Sarah, his father's mother, and all her sons and his sons came to mourn over Leah, his woman, with him, and to comfort him regarding her. For he was lamenting for her, for he loved her exceedingly after Rachel, her sister, died.
So he loves her exceedingly after Rachel died. Exceedingly. Exceedingly. Now it's hard. Hey, it's hard. Hey, once the one that I love so much died, he like, man, now let me see the love that I have for this woman, right?
Right.
Look where he buried her at. Between Rivka, his mama, and between his grandmama. Come on, go ahead.
For she was perfect and upright in all her ways, and honored Jacob. And all the days that she lived with him, he did not hear from her mouth a harsh word, for she was gentle and peaceable and upright and honorable.
Come on,
man, I would have loved to have a woman like that.
Come on, Come on.
I think the scripture said that Leah was righteous, right?
Hey, it says she was perfect and upright. What Yeshurun mean? What Yisrael mean? Upright in heart. Perfect and upright. That's why his name was able to be changed to Yisrael. Yeshurun. Because his woman was strengthening her. She was perfect and upright in all her ways. Come on, man.
You think about living with a woman and did not hear from her mouth a harsh word. You would love that woman.
You can't even think about that.
She was gentle and peaceable and upright and honorable.
Come on, ain't nobody
that's a beautiful woman right there.
Nobody in this assembly can imagine a woman not giving them no harsh words. You feel me? No.
Man. That's great.
These women grew up in Babylon. All right, ready? All right.
What up, Babylon? Okay.
Yeah, he grew up in Babylon. We got to change these ones.
Oh, just the 23, wasn't it?
Just at 23.
All right. And he remembered all her deeds which she had done during her life. And he lamented her exceedingly, for he loved her with all his heart and with all his soul.
With all his soul, man. So we see how it started with Lee. But once Rachel died and he seen that woman heart, that woman's soul, like, man, she upright in heart. She perfect, man. You feel me? Because come on, think about it as men. What's the first thing we think about? How she look, right? Man, come on. You gotta see these women in their hearts, man. How they truly moving, man. That's where it's at. You know, you got one, woman in your life, period. Like I said, not just your woman, just a woman in your life. Grandma, mama, around you with an upright, perfect heart, man. That's gonna strengthen you, only make you stronger and walk perfect before the Most High. Now we starting to see why his name was changed to Yisrael. Look what he had on his side. Come on, strengthening him. Go ahead, Doc.
Joshua 78, 7 through 10, Yamel.
All right. In those days, Moshe, the son of Amram, and Midian took Tispora, the daughter of Raquel, the Midian,
Reu,
the daughter of Reu. Okay, yeah, daughter of Raul. Hey, that's right there, Rock. I'm trying to tell y'all, brothers. The daughter of Raul, the Midian, for a woman.
That's really well, right? Raul. So I'm telling you, brothers. Ain't no Raul.
Come on.
That's a Mexican name right there.
That's what I'm saying. Next thing you know, he gonna say support, say Garcia or something. Nah.
Yeah.
I think trying to tell these brothers, man, one day y'all gonna get it. All right. And Tispora walked in the ways of the daughters of Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
She was nothing short of the righteousness of Sarah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Rebecca, what's that? Rebecca.
That's cool, right?
Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah.
Right. So didn't we just read about these women? We read about Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, and it say support. She ain't even Israel. She a Midianite, but she was nothing short of righteous, of the righteousness of Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. So now we see it ain't about what nation you are, right? It's about how you move before the Most High. Your righteousness, man. Come on.
And Zipporah conceived and bore a son, and he called his name Gershom. Mm-hmm. For he said, I was a stranger in a foreign land. But he circumcised not his foreskin at the command of Raua?
It's not Raua. Stop trying to make everything, you know what I'm talking about? It's Reuel.
Reuel, his father-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
And she conceived.
But look what Moshe doing, though. Look at Moshe doing. It said, Moshe already know the command to circumcise. But it said, for he said, I was a stranger in a foreign land, but he, Moshe, circumcised not his foreskin at the command of Reuel, his father-in-law. So Moshe just listened to man right here. Reuel, his father-in-law, got to circumcise him. Moshe said, all right, go ahead.
And she conceived again and bore a son, but circumcised his foreskin and called his name Eleazar. For Moshe said, because the Elohim of my father was my help and delivered me from the sword of Pharaoh.
Hey, say loud for me one time, man. I'll pray. We get to it. We seen the righteousness of Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah.
Mm-hmm.
I said her righteousness wasn't nothing short of that. Let's go see.
Let's go get this 4 and 18. 4 and 18. Go ahead,
All right. Then Moshe went and returned to Yether, his father-in-law, and said to him, please let me go and return to my brothers who are in Mizraim to see whether they are still alive. And Yethro said to Moshe, go in peace.
Remember, Moshe a humble brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
They talk about all of Israel. He calling them his brothers, right?
Right.
Okay. Joshua 79, 8 through 12. All
right. Y'all can hear me good, right? Breaking up.
Yes, sir. Real good.
All right. And Moshe rose up to go to Mizraim.
and he took his woman and sons with him. And he was at an inn in the road with an angel of Elohim, came down and sought an occasion against him.
Wait, this is an angel of who? The Most High?
Uh-huh.
Sought an occasion to kill Moshe?
And he wishes to kill him on account of his firstborn son, because he had not circumcised him and had transgressed the covenant which Yahuwah had made with Abraham.
And transgressed the covenant out. Remember, we just read he transgressed the covenant because Uriel, his father-in-law, at the command, right? So who you listening to? The Most High Yah or your father-in-law appeasing him? Man pleasing.
So I'm looking like the angels, they looking like, you know what I mean? They say to whom much is given, much is required. So like the angels looking at Moses like, man, he mad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you said, much is given, much is required. This is the same one that got the stick of the Most High, right?
Right.
Same stick that that Adam tilled the ground with. To whom much is given, much is required, right? Come on.
That make you kind of think brothers in the truth. You know what I mean? Brothers be messing up. The angels probably be mad at you. Like, you know better, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Big, I tell you that every Shabbat. Every Shabbat.
Look at him. Look at him. Well, I had to get my daughter medicine today. I was doing good today. But Moshe had hearkened to the words of his father-in-law, which he had spoken to him, not to circumcise his firstborn son. Therefore, he circumcised him not.
For he listened to his father-in-law and circumcised his not.
So he's saying, like, man, he supposed to just still did that, because that, you know, that's going to the Most High.
Most High made Abraham, huh?
Yeah, that goes back to Mashiach when he said, give unto Caesars what is Caesar's, give unto the Most High what's the Most High. He said, man, you know, you're supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying?
And obviously Moshe knew better because he circumcised his second son. He knew
right.
better.
Okay. As Zipporah saw the angel of Yahuwah seeking an occasion against Moshe, and she knew that this thing was owing to his not having circumcised for her son Gershom. That was
Zipporah knew, right? This that same Zipporah that her righteousness was the same righteousness as Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. So she saw the angel of the Most High, and she knew what this occasion was about. She
knew. Come on. So that means while Moshe was with her, she had sons with her. So while they laying in the bed, Moshe teaching her the ways of the Most High.
They ain't gotta be
because he's teaching them. Huh?
Go ahead. I said they ain't gotta be laying in the bed, but go ahead.
No, you know, while you sitting there laying with your lady, that's when you mostly talking to her. You ain't all throughout the day, hey babe, let's sit down and have a conversation. No, you ain't doing that. That's what the women do.
Okay.
Come on, honey, sit by me.
Hey, my pillow talk different out. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll be laying with my woman. Are you ready?
We
already know that, Yamel. We already know, Yamel. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Rubbing the hair. You know?
Rubbing the hair, talking.
There goes Smoochie.
Hey, take notes,
rubbing her hair.
There goes Smoochie.
Yeah, that's stuff for you right there.
All right.
What you said? This feels different.
And Zipporah hastened and took of the sharp rock stones that were there, and she circumcised her son, and delivered her man and her son from the hand of the angel of Yahuwah.
So that's why we said a woman, regardless of the woman, her position is towards you, can strengthen her man and possibly save her man. Because right now we watching support save Moshe. Because the angel of Yahuwah saw the reason to kill him. Right? Come on.
Yeah, but the angel couldn't do nothing, right? Let the Most High do, right?
Hey, the Most High, brought it to his woman. Brought it to that woman. and said, "Hey, this the occasion." And like I said, they lay on the bed. He's like, "You know, we supposed to circumcise. Your daddy told me not to do it, so I ain't do it." You know what I'm talking about? So she knew why the angel saw the occasion to kill Moshe. And then what she said that she circumcised him. Go ahead.
Exodus 4:26.
All right. So let him go. Then she said, "You are a bridegroom of blood because of the circumcision."
So he let him go. Then she said, "You are a bridegroom of blood because of the circumcision." She let him know what she did. She let him know. I just circumcised him. It's a bloody matter. You're a bridegroom of blood. You're a bridegroom of blood. I let you know what I just did. I circumcised your son because that angel saw an occasion to kill you, man. Right up.
Hebrews 11.
Where we at? Oh yeah, Hebrews 11. I'm gonna throw, and this is just a outsource, just so we can show that it ain't always about your woman. This is a woman. This is a woman. They call her Rahab the whore. What did it say? Go ahead, All
right. By belief, Rahab the whore did not perish with those who did not believe, having received the spies with peace.
Received the spies with peace. Right? Rahab the whore. She ain't had no man in Israel. She was just a woman that believed. Let's go read the story and get it for ourselves. Go ahead, Joshua.
Is it once a hoe, always a hoe? I call it Rahab the whore.
Hey, remember? Hey, you could have slept. She was a whore. And you could, and remember, we already dealt with that fornication. You could have dealt with 1, 2 men. You're a whore still, right? No, I mean, men. We know that. She ain't had no husband. She dealt with men.
I didn't mean to laugh, man. That's kind of like
we know she ain't had no husband and she dealt with men, so she a hoe or a whore. Excuse me.
Once a hoe, always a hoe. I'm trying to. Okay. All right, where you at?
Joshua 2, 1 through 14. Wait.
1 through 14.
1 through 14. All
right, let's do it. And Yehoshua, son of Nun, secretly sent out 2 men from Shittim to spy, saying, "Go see the land of Jericho." And they went and came to the house of a woman, a whore, and her name was Rahab. And they lay down there. But it was reported to the sovereign in Jericho, saying, "See, men from the children of Israel have come here tonight to search out the land."
I mean, now we see it has to be a difference on how the men of Jericho look and the men of Israel look. Because how would they know? How would they know?
Right up.
Well, have them dreads hanging or something? I don't know. Them fringes hanging low? I don't know. Has to be some type of difference where they know men from Israel have come. Go ahead.
Right. And the sovereign of Jericho sent to Rahab, saying, "Bring out the men who have come to you, who have entered your house, for they have come to search out all the land." But the woman had taken the 2 men and hid them. So she said, "The men came to me, but I did not know where they were from." Then it came to be.
So what is this? So all today we've been talking about, is this deceit? Is this lying? What is this? She said, "I don't know where they at." Right?
Okay. Then it came to be, as the gate was being shut, when it was dark, that the men went out. I do not know where the men went. Pursue them quickly so that you overtake them. But she had brought them up to the roof and hidden them with the stalks of flax, which she had laid out on the roof. And the men pursued them by the way to the Jordan, to the fords, and they shut the gates afterwards, as soon as the pursuers had gone out.
They couldn't escape. The gates were shut when the pursuers left, right? So they just couldn't leave. Go ahead.
And before they lay down, she came up to them on the roof. And she said to the men, I know that Yahuwah has given you the land, and that the fear of you has fallen on us, and that all the inhabitants of the land melt away because of you.
It should still be like this. It should still be like this. But because of transgression of Israel, we know how it is. Go ahead.
For we have heard how Yahuwah dried up the water of the sea of reeds for you when you came out of Mizraim.
Come on, Most High, for a certain nation. Most High dried up the waters for you, for Israel. Come on.
And what you did to the two sovereigns of the Amorites who are beyond the Jordan, Sihon and Og, whom you put under the ban. And when we heard, our hearts melted, and there was no spirit left in anyone because of you. For Yahuwah, your Elohim, he is Elohim, in the heavens above and on earth beneath.
Rahab the whore knows this. That's talking right now. Rahab, and they call her the whore. She knows. That's what she said. But we have heard. For we have heard. That's what Paul tell you. How you get the word? By hearing, right?
Yeah. And that's why the Most High did all that, you know what I mean? So that the other nations could, you know what I mean, know and hear and know who the Most High is also. So.
Right. Because that's why he did it in such a great, I guess I keep calling Mizraim a time. I guess he did it in such a great place as Egypt.
Yeah, great, great government type area, yeah.
Right. Because just like how America is the century of all things, something happened in America is going to be on all the news waves.
Right.
Something happened in Egypt, it's going to be in all the news waves. Right?
Exactly. Yep. And now, please swear to me by Yahuwah, since I have shown you loving commitment, that you also show loving commitment to my father's house, and shall give me a true token, and shall spare my father and my mother and my brothers and my sisters and all that they have, and shall deliver our lives from death. And the men said to her, our lives for yours. If you do not expose this matter of ours, then it shall be, when Yahuwah has given us the land, that we shall treat you in loving commitment and truth.
And they swore by the Most High name when they said that. That's why she said, swear to me by Yah. Swear to me by the Most High Yah. Let's go get that real quick. Get a precept on that. Why she said that. What that say, right?
Leviticus 19, 1 and 2.
And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, speak to all the congregation of the children of Israel, and say to them, be set apart, for I, Yahuwah, your Elohim, am set apart.
The command right there. Let's never forget that. Be set apart, for the Most High is set apart. Go ahead.
And do not swear falsely. My bad, out 12 to what?
Just 12.
Just 12,
All right. And do not swear falsely by my name, and so profane the name of your Elohim. I am Yahuwah.
Oh, so that's why she told them to swear to me by Yahuwah, right? Because that's appropriate. He said, the Most High said, don't swear falsely by my name, though. So she knew if you swear by Yahuwah that you won't destroy me and my family, I know it's legitimate and I know it's true, right? Because I know it's a command that the Most High said, be set apart and don't swear by my name falsely. Come on.
Hey, Joshua 6, 22 to 25.
And to the two men who had spied out the land, Yehoshua said, go into the house of the woman, the whore, and from there being out, the woman and all that she has, as you swore to her. And the young men, the spies, went in and brought out Rahab and her father and her mother and her brothers and all that she had. So they brought out all her relatives and set them outside the camp of Israel.
Hey, y'all go chill over here while we put this city under ban. Go ahead.
And they burnt the city and all that was in it with fire. Only the silver and the gold and the vessels of bronze and of iron they put into the treasury of the house of Yahuwah.
Mm-hmm.
However, Yehoshua kept alive Rahab, the whore, and her father's household, and all that she had. And she dwelt in the midst of Israel to this day, because she hid the messengers whom Yehoshua sent to spy out Jericho.
So now we see Rahab is a counterpart to Israel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because after she did that, they could have sent Rahab and her father and all the household off. But guess what? She dwelt in the midst of Israel. That means she stayed with them, right? She's like,
Yep.
Child, I'm a counterpart to Israel now. Come on, the same whore Rahab.
That's what's up. That's a good story too, of like how, you know, somebody righteousness could save others. You know what I'm saying?
She believed. That's why we read That's why we read that Hebrews 11:31. By belief, Rahab the whore. She believed in the Most High Yah. She said, "Swear by the Most High Yah that y'all won't do this, because I know the Most High told y'all to be set apart and don't swear falsely by His name. So if you swear by the Most High Yah, you won't do this. I know it's true. Come on."
All right, where we at?
Proverbs 31, 30 and 31.
Loveliness is deceptive, and prettiness is vain. A woman who fears Yahuwah is to be praised.
What up?
A woman who fears Yahuwah is to be praised.
Okay, what woman this is? Wife, husband, grandma. I said husband, excuse me. Wife, grandma, mama. You know what I'm talking about? Amy. A woman who fears Yahuwah is to be praised. And that's for sure. Come on, man.
Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her work praise. And let me read. Give her of the fruits of her hands, and let her works praise her in the gates. There we go.
Works praise her in the gates. Let her works praise her in the gates. Let's get one more example of a woman works praising her. Her works, man. One more example. I'll leave y'all alone.
Susanna, 1 through 14.
All right. Anybody else want to read, or?
I hit it.
Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. He read a lot, y'all. I got it.
I sound like he in the bathroom anyway, so don't let him read.
There dwelt a man in Babel called Yahuwah.
Yeah.
And he took a woman whose name was Susanna, the daughter of Kuwalayahu, a very fair woman, and one that feared Yahuwah. Her parents also were righteous and taught their daughters according to the Torah of Moshe.
That's what we got to do our job.
Now Jehoiakim was a great rich man, and had a fair garden joining unto his house, and to him resorted the Yehudim, because he was more honorable than all others. The same year were appointed two of the ancients of the people to be judges, such as Yahuwah spoke of. That wickedness came from Babel, from ancient judges, who seemed to govern the people.
Now you see all these Edomites, all these people that's claim they Jews. That's the wickedness that came from Babel. The ancient judges who seemed to govern the people.
These kept much of Joachim's house, and all that had any suits in law came unto them. Now, when the people departed away at noon, Susanna went into her man's garden to walk. And the two elders saw her going in every day and walking, so that their lust was inflamed toward her.
Mm.
And they perverted their own mind and turned away their eyes, that they might not look unto heaven, nor remember just judgments.
Hey, come on.
And albeit they both were wounded with her love, yet dared not one show another his belief, his grief. For they were ashamed to declare their lust that they desired to have to do with her.
So they didn't even want to talk about it amongst each other. They ain't even want to say, "Boy, I tell her."
Right, they ain't want to praise her, right? They let
what? and they was like, "Whoa, look at her! I drink her bath water."
Now you nasty. I'm talking about y'all man right now. You better stop that.
Yeah. Yet they watched diligently from day to day to see her. And the one said to the other, "Let us now go home, for it is dinner time."
You see that? They said, "Hey, it's time to go, man." What they do, huh?
So when they were going out, they parted the one from the other, and turned it back again. They came to the same place.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, they had asked one another the cause.
They said, "Why you back over here?" They said, "Why you back? I thought you was going to get some dinner."
Right. They're like, "Man, what you doing back here?"
Right.
What you doing back here?
Yeah, what you doing back here?
They acknowledged their lust. Then appointed they a time both together, when they might find her alone.
Jump down, knock 19.
Now, when the maids were gone forth, the two elders rose up and ran unto her, saying, "Behold, the garden doors are shut, that no man can see us, and we are in love with you. Therefore, consent unto us, and lie with us."
You should have said, "We are in lust with you," not love.
Man, if you will not, we will bear witness against you that a young man was with you, and therefore you did send away your maids from you. Oh my gosh. So they be blackmailing her and stuff, huh?
That's why I say the wickedness that came from Babel, from ancient judges. Come on.
Man.
That's why I always say it was a appointed time for Mashiach to come, when it was Pharisees walking, giving all this false doctrine. That's why he say, not false doctrine, but their ways was false. That's why Mashiach said, listen to what they say, but don't do as they do. Right?
Right.
So it's the same thing these days. When Mashiach was walking the earth, those Pharisees. Guess what? Right now, it's Pharisees right amongst you every day. I don't want to say who the Pharisees are. Look around. Go ahead.
Then Susanna sighed and said, "I am straightened on every side. For if I do this thing, it is death unto me. And if I do it not, I cannot escape your hands."
So when she says death unto me, she's talking about spiritually, right?
Right. Okay. "It is better for me to fall into your hands and not do it than to sin in the sight of Yahuwah."
Come on. That's why I say a woman who fears Yahuwah is to be praised. And let her works, right? Her works praise her in the gates.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, because she could have did that and then it was over. It was done with. You feel me? Nobody know.
Right.
Nah.
They got to watch them quiet brothers too. That's what I learned. And that reading that too, you know. Maybe it's good brothers get it out.
All right.
That lust was killing them niggas.
What'd you say,
I said that lust was killing them inside. You gotta watch them quiet ones, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It was quiet and sneaky with it.
Yeah, and they was teaching men and children and women.
Word up.
Think about
Where we at?
You can't, but again, they elders too. So you wouldn't even think like, oh, that was they,
Yeah. Now watch some old men too then, huh? Watch some elders too then.
Elders,
Watch some elders, huh? All right, where we at? Ecclesiasticus 40. What's that? Huh?
19.
Just 19?
Yeah.
This just talk about Susanna right there. This 40 and 19. Go ahead.
All right. Children and the building of a city continue a man's name, but a blameless woman is counted above them both.
And just be real. Think about that. Think about that. All right? Because every man, hey, that's that pride. That's that pride that we got in that flesh, but we want our name to continue. Right?
Right.
That blameless woman counting over both, all that. You know what I'm talking about? So, if a blameless woman is counted above all that, what about Eve? Is she blameless? What about Eve? Right? Because the woman was supposed to be a counterpart, what we've been reading, right?
Yeah, help me, yeah.
Help me, right? But a blameless woman is counted above them both. What we just read. So what about Eve, man? What about Eve?
It's a good question. I mean, that one fall messed everything up, but I mean, Eve pretty much, she repented and, probably do what she had to do, but let's see. Just reading this right here.
Yeah, Adam and Eve, chapter 5, right?
Book of Adam
and Eve.
The whole chapter. But we want to see what Eve, a blameless woman, because we know Eve wasn't blameless. But let's see. Go ahead.
All right. All right. But Adam and Eve wept for having come out of the garden, their first abode.
Chapter 5, Doc.
Yeah. Right here, all right. Yeah, fair. Go ahead.
All right. Then Adam and Eve entered the cave and stood praying in their own tongue, unknown to us, but which they knew well.
Ooh, hold on. Let me get a precept on that one time. This Jubilees 12 one time. I like that. Real quick.
Talking about the Hebrew tongue, how was...
You already know it, right? So it say in their own tongue unknown to us, right? This Jubilees 12 says, and Yahuwah Elohim said, open his mouth and his ears, that he may hear and speak with his mouth, with the language which has been revealed. For it has ceased from the mouths of all the children of men from the day of the overthrow of Babel. And I opened his mouth and his ears and his lips, and I began to speak with him in Hebrew, in the tongue of the creation. So this is how they start praying, cool. Right? In Hebrew. This is still unknown to us, huh? Whatever Hebrew y'all thinking y'all speaking, that ain't no paleo. That's why when I ain't tell y'all, I met a brother came fix my car. Israelite brother, you feel me? Cool brother, I'm talking about, like, he might come in the assembly, hopefully all praises, you feel me? But first thing when I said Yah, he was like, his name is Yahweh Shah. And I was like, well, they say, that's what he said. I was like, they say that is in the paleo, but it can't be proven. You can't prove that. But I can go to Psalm 68 and 4, I believe, and read, he rides by the deserts by his name, Yah. That's proven. What I can prove is what I'm going to call on, brother. Leave it like that. Go ahead, Doc.
Oh, praise. I think the next line, right up. And as they prayed, Adam raised his eyes and saw the rock and the roof of the cave that covered him overhead, so that he could see another heaven, that he could see neither heaven nor Elohim's creatures. So he wept and smote heavily upon his breast until he dropped and was as dead.
So he fainted out.
And Eve sat weeping, for she believed he was dead. They dramatic, huh?
Hey, he had to faint. Come on.
No, that's
They
real.
never seen stuff.
That's
before,
real.
They never seen stuff.
I know.
They just now in these bodies. They don't know what's going on.
Right. He had to faint.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Oh, the fall just happened.
Yeah, he fainted.
Oh, just happened. They in these bodies now. They're like, man, we need food and stuff now.
Oh, like Big Man said,
they not in the garden. They in the cave. They not in the garden.
They just got this is freshly kicked out the garden.
That's why we said, what about Eve?
Oh man, yeah, Big Man, right? He said it's real. Yeah, it's real for them right now.
Straight up.
They don't know what's going on. She like, oh, he died. Yeah, you right.
My brother beat his chest and just fainted out. She like, he dead.
Excuse me. Then she arose, spread her hands towards Elohim, suing him for mercy and pity, and said, "Oh Yah, forgive me my sin, the sin which I committed, and remember it not against me."
Come on, this that woman right here. This that woman talking about my sin, right?
Right.
The sin which she committed and made her man transgress, because she's supposed to be doing what? A counterpart and what? Strengthening her man, and possibly saving her man. She did the opposite. That's why we say, what about Eve, a blameless woman? Come on.
For I alone caused thy servant to fall from the garden into the lost estate, from light into this darkness, and from the abode of joy into this prison, man.
She said, I alone did that.
Oh, Yahuwah, look upon this thy servant thus fallen, and raise him from his death, that he may weep and repent of his transgressions, which he committed through me.
Committed through who?
Which he committed through me.
Come on, blameless woman.
That's called accountability.
That's called
She
trying to be not
something none of these sisters got today.
Man, come on.
It's always a reason, right?
You say, what about Eve though? What Eve do when she knew what she did in the beginning? Accountability, like y'all said.
Oh yeah, and she praying for her man. So yeah, that's what's up right here. Take not away his soul this once, but let him live, that he may stand after the measure of his repentance. And do thy will as before his death.
So now we see what Adam was doing before she thought he was dead. He was doing the Most High will, right?
But if thou do not raise him up, then, O Elohim, take away my own soul.
Wow. Look what the woman's saying. Look what the woman's saying. She's like, you don't raise him up, then take away my soul too. That's accountability, like y'all said. Come on. Blame.
That's exactly what Adam did. That's why he ate the fruit.
Right.
Exact opposite. Because he didn't want her to die. He's like, I might as well die too. You know what I'm saying?
That I be like him, and leave me not in this dungeon, one and alone, for I could not stand alone in this world, but with him only.
She said, I need that counterpart. I need that. She said, I'm help. She said, I'm help me. You know what I'm talking about? All these women say what they say? Independent.
All praises. For thou, O Elohim, didst cause a slumber to come upon him, and didst take a bone from his side, and didst restore the flesh in the place of it by thy divine power.
Hey, every woman needs to read this. Let's just be real.
For sure.
Yeah.
You don't come from the dust. Man come from the dust. You come from the man real. Help me. Counterpart.
Yeah.
And the women ain't trying to hear this.
None of that.
And they read this. I'm melting. Yes.
We gonna keep bigging up. We ain't gonna knock them down. We're gonna keep bigging them up right now.
Let's big them up, but yeah, let's just say these independent women ain't trying to read this right here.
Okay, the independents. Little Webby women. IEB.
All right. And thou didst take me, the bone, and make me a woman. Bright like him.
Bright like him. Counterpart. Bright like him. Come on.
With heart, reason,
right,
and speech.
And we read about the
five. Yeah, the five.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's go. Praise God. Let's go.
And in flesh, like unto his own.
In his likeness.
Right, just like it was made in the Most High likeness. Like you said, the five, yep. And thou didst make me after the likeness of his countenance by thy mercy and power.
Come on, I'll praise
you. O Yahuwah, I and he are one, and thou, O Elohim, art our creator.
Come on,
Thou art he who made us both in one day. Therefore, O Elohim, give him life, that he may be with me in this strange land.
See that? So basically, the mother of all things, because that's why he called the Eve the mother of all things, all living things, right? She can't stand alone. She can't stand alone. Well, we saw even when we did the first women's discussion, it's like it's hard for a woman to be saved without a man. They can't stand alone. Straight up.
While we dwell in it on account of our transgressions. All right. But if thou wilt not give him life, then take me, even me, like him, that we both may die the same day.
That's that woman taking accountability, like y'all said. Straight up.
And Eve wept bitterly and fell upon our father Adam from her great sorrow.
Come on, man. That woman already took accountability, man. That's why we say, what about Eve? What about Eve? Look, she took her accountability and said, hey, I'm the one to blame. I'm the one to blame, right? You know, as men, we can look at it and say Adam the one to blame because he's the head, right? He should have been like, nah, woman, get out of my face with all that. You feel me? He was appeasing this woman. You see what happened. Go ahead, where we at?
1 Peter 3, 1-7.
I hit this.
Are you good?
Okay.
Peter 3, 1-7.
Yeah.
All right. In the same way, wives, be subject to your own husbands, so that if any are disobedient to the word, they without a word might be won by the behavior of their wives. That's
the true definition of a counterpart right there. Let's deal with that one time. Say lock on that one time. Go scroll back up. So we seeing that Eve, we just read how Eve was humbly like, man, this is my fault. So now in the same way, wives, be subject to your own husbands, so that if any are disobedient to the word, if your husband is being disobedient to the word, your husband, without a word, you ain't got to say nothing, woman. You ain't got to say nothing. Just like Leah, she ain't give no harsh words. Without a word, might be about a behavior. I ain't got to say nothing to me. I just need to see. I see how you moving now. Oh, I see. I'm wrong. I'm being no disobedient to the word. Without you bringing this to me, I see your behavior, man. Straight up.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like, yeah, this woman, you love this woman. You know what I'm saying? You see her acting right, what you gonna do?
Act
Try
right.
to act right.
Show. Show.
2, having seen your blameless behavior and fear, torment should not be outward. Arraying the hair, wearing gold, and putting on dresses.
Right.
But
your adornment should not be outward. That means you don't have to see it. We want to know it by your actions.
Right.
For sure.
Blameless behavior, right? That's why we just read blameless woman, right? And that's Sirach. Your blameless behavior. Come on.
Okay, here it is right here. Where it should be at, man.
But the hidden man of the heart with the incorruptible ornament of a meek and peaceable spirit, which is of great value before Elohim.
Praise God. That's nasty right there, right?
So
that's gold.
That's real gold, right? That's real gold. But the hidden man of the heart with the incorruptible ornament, right? Not what you put in your hair and what your rings and your rings and stuff. This is an incorruptible ornament of meek and peaceable spirit. That's what Leah was, right? Jacob, when she died, he seen Leah had all this, huh? All this.
We had what, 5? For in this way, in former times, the set apart woman who trusted in Elohim also adored themselves, being subject to their own husbands, as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him master, of whom you became children, doing good and not frightened by any fear.
Right, but that's
the same way husbands.
That's the difference right there. Our righteousness ain't even close to the righteousness of Abraham. So we simply looking at our woman calling us master. We ain't even close to the righteousness of Abraham, right?
Wait. You said what? That our woman shouldn't do what?
Be calling us master, because our righteousness ain't even close to the righteousness of Abraham. It said, as Sarah also obeyed Abraham, calling him master. Right? I see it. And some
it comes with obedience. You know what I mean? She did that because Abraham was her head. So yeah, I say these women should do that.
I mean, I guess
because you are their head, and you got to be doing right. You know,
you got to be doing right.
Doing right for them to say that, but at the same time, it comes in obedience.
Right, you got to be doing right. But are you always doing right? Because we just read in the beginning, so that if any are in disobedient to the word, right? So that means you might be disobedient to the word. So how are you going to be disobedient to the word, but your woman turn around and call you master? Nah, how you slipping, but she calling you master? That goes back to when Mashiach
she ain't going to call you master. You know what she going to call you?
Right.
She going to call you all type of names. It's going to provoke you even more.
Right.
But if she call you master, like you said, upward, a peaceable spirit, it's gonna make you think. Like, she's calling me master, and I'm doing her wrong. I gotta stop doing this.
For sure.
If she says some kind of name, they ain't gonna do nothing but cause more friction in the house.
But you're saying that, but realistically, because we still in the time we in, brother still got pride. You feel me? Like I said, any situation when I seen a woman calling her man master, it wasn't in a proper situation. Some of them situations I seen, and these in them camps, they was calling their man master, but then they ain't even dealing with the same camp no more, and they ain't calling their man master no more, because they starting to get the understanding, like, come on, again, our righteousness don't even compare to the righteousness of Abraham. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? So it's like,
I feel you, but it's still in obedience to your husband. It's making him feel good to make him say, like we read up here, but the hidden man of the heart with the incorruptible ornament of a meek and peaceable spirit, which is of a great value before Elohim. For in this way, in former times, the set apart women who trusted in Elohim also adorned themselves, being subject to their own husbands, as Sarah obeyed Abraham.
Right? We've seen Sarah obeying Abraham because he said, hey, tell everybody you my sister. Right? I'm pretty sure Sarah
Yeah, and he did exactly what she said. I mean, what he said.
Right.
You know, I mean, we can agree to disagree, but I disagree. I think it's fitting for the woman to do that, to always uplift her man. You know, that way.
So wait, basically telling me when we come celebrate the Passover in Illinois, I'm gonna hear Miss Kim saying, "Master." What you telling me?
Nah, she ain't gonna say that.
Okay. I was just asking. I
ain't
be surprised, Doc. I ain't want to be in the basement. I ain't want to be in the basement. Down talking about master. I'm like, what? I just ain't want to be surprised.
You might hear Brittany say it one day. You know, we've been practicing that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know y'all middle that. You know y'all middle that. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't even talking about this brother right here. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
So me and Brittany read this the other day. Well, not the other day, but recently. She's like, "So I could call you master?" I'm like, "Yeah, girl, you right here." You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna talk to you later on the phone. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, the thing is, me and my lady had read this. I mean, I had to read this to my lady. You know what I'm saying? I say, you supposed to be calling me master. You ain't Moses. You know?
I ain't even gonna. You know what? I ain't about to deal with none of you brothers right now. You know what I'm saying?
I think these women's, you know, like we say, you got to get the spirit. You know, what's women's, I feel like, because, you know, you got to remember, you know, we grew up in Babylon, brother. Like, this stuff is, like, foreign to them. But I feel like once they get closer to the Most High, once they get closer to the Most High, I feel like the closer you get with the Father, it might be easier for that woman. Even if the man is not even walking the way he should be walking, they still know they role as a woman. I do feel like it is a woman role to, like, if you say this is my man, my husband, I'm gonna claim him and be part of him, then why you can't call this man master?
All right. He is your master. He is your master. He's king over your household. He's making sure you got everything you need.
Hey, we just read that chapter 5, you know, she came from the rib.
I bring the spills for around this mug, so my woman make sure I got everything I need. You feel me? You know what I mean?
She slapped in the back of the head and say, "You better not okay this master talk." Crap out of him.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if anything,
you think I'm gonna be calling you master?
Y'all already know.
Wow,
me. So if anything, my woman be calling me master first. It's me.
Hey, look, we just bought that. You know, who the master in this house? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why this subject came up. He was like, "Who the master?" He running around, "Who the master?" She haul off and pop. She haul off and pop like, "Who? Okay, you the master." He go around calling her master. That's the problem.
Hey, listen, man. We ain't talking about bedroom talk right now. You know what I'm talking about? Man, who the master? You know, we ain't talking about that, huh? You know, we just talking about spiritually. Like I said, realistically, maybe if my righteousness, you know what I'm saying, met the righteousness of Abraham, maybe, but it don't. So, you know, maybe, and then in y'all household, maybe y'all righteousness is there. And you like, baby, you see I'm walking righteousness. Call me master. Hey, straight up, that's you. I'm just saying my righteousness ain't that. That's all I'm saying. Straight up. I get that righteousness of Abraham, I might feel like you brothers. Call me master. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead, huh?
It's a work. It's a hard job, It ain't easy.
It's a hard job. Hey, I'm trying. Hey, what your mom say? You think you Moshe? I'm trying to get like that, then. You know what I'm talking
about? She been in Babylon too much, or she'd have been said it. Hey, but she do bring me my food like I'm the master around here.
Hey,
And
that,
my
hey, that,
plate
hey,
fixed
that's,
by
hey,
me.
hey, we talking about it like that, then yeah, nigga, call me master, then you feel me? Call me master. You know what I'm talking about? We talking about it like that.
Okay, let's get it. Finish up strong. What we on, verse 7?
7, yeah. In the same way, husbands live understandably together, giving respect to the wife as to the weaker vessel, and being heirs together of the favor of life, so that your prayers are not hindered.
Okay. Now this is the second part to the same thing, right?
Go ahead.
Because Sarah called him master, right? Why? In the same way, husbands live understandably together. You got to understand that she's the weaker vessel. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that she needs you just as much as you need her.
For sure.
You know, it's got to be an equal thing, giving respect to the wife as to the weaker vessel, right? We already talked about the body parts, right? You cut your toe off, you can't walk right. You know what I'm saying? You need that little toe, or you need that arm or that leg or whatever. It's just like a wife. You need that other vessel as being heirs together of the favor of life. What life? Eternal life, right?
For
so
sure.
that your prayers are not hindered.
So that your prayers are not hindered.
And what have we seen all day? We've been reading the prayers of men and women, right?
Right.
For sure.
Hearkening to them prayers, right?
Ephesians 5, 23,
Ephesians
32.
You said Ephesians 5, right?
Yeah, 5, 23 to 32. Got 3 more left, man. All is yours, huh?
All right, 23. Because the husband is head of the wife, as also the Messiah is head of the assembly, and he is savior of the body. But as the assembly is subject to Messiah, so also let the wives be to their own husbands in every respect.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. I like it.
Husbands, love your wives as Messiah also did love the assembly and gave himself for it. In order to
That's the other half. That's the other half of that, right?
For sure.
You got to do your part, just like she got to do her part.
Right.
You can't have her doing her part and you not doing your part, right?
And that's when they're going to coexist. That's when they ain't going to be, you know what I'm talking about, in unison, right?
Right. And that's when your prayers ain't going to get heard like we just read.
Exactly. All right. 26. In order to set it apart and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, in order to present it to himself a splendid assembly, not having spot or wrinkle or any of this sort, but that it might be set apart and blameless.
Might be set apart and what?
Blameless.
Hey, and we talking about the assembly. Paul ain't have no woman. Go ahead. Still there?
You there, man?
Yeah, you can't hear me?
We couldn't hear you.
Oh, my fault. In this way, husbands ought to love their own wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself.
Right. As your own body. That means you love her just as much as you love yourself, right?
Right.
For sure.
You don't want to slap your own face, do you?
Exactly.
Sometimes brother do something that's real out of line, but like, I should slap myself for that. You might not do it, but you tell yourself you should do it to yourself.
29. For no one ever hated his own.
Hey, brother was like, did he just justify slapping a woman? No, I didn't. I justify slapping a woman, but I'm just saying.
He tried to. He tried to. It wasn't working, though. We wasn't having that.
Yeah, man, he clapped on that one on mute. He on mute, like, yeah.
I'll think about that video auction. I'll show her. You know what I'm saying?
hey, you talking about that one Big Ock always show every single day?
I'll fix that. He said, so
I'll fix that.
Yeah.
No, but for real,
Yeah.
I'll fix that.
Go out to the garage. No, I like it here.
He know the whole video too.
No, said I like it here. Hey, do we need to show that way to show what we talking about?
No, we don't need to show that. We're not promoting that.
All right, 29. For no one ever hated his own flesh, but feeds and cherishes it, as also the master does the assembly.
As also the Mashiach does the assembly. He feeds and cherishes it. Come on.
For this cause, a man. My fault.
Start at 30, yeah.
Okay. Because we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones.
He basically saying we want with Mashiach then, right?
Mm-hmm.
For this cause, a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh.
Right.
This secret is great, right, but I speak concerning Messiah and the assembly.
What Paul's talking about?
The Messiah and the assembly.
And that's when he's talking about Mashiach joining the assembly and they become what? One.
One flesh.
Come on. That's the secret. All praise, right? It's been delivered to us to know. During that time, Paul said it's a secret. I'm speaking in parables to y'all, right? Let's finish it up strong right here.
1 Corinthians 14 and 34, one verse, huh?
Let your women be silent in the assemblies, for they are not allowed to speak, but let them subject themselves, as the Torah also says.
Hey, Big Man read that loud with some strength too. You know, I ain't heard that brother be that loud all day. That brother say, "Let your women be silent in the assembly."
Hey, all the women that listen to this scared. Now they like,
That's what they do. He said, "Let them be silent in the assembly." But let's see why. Because it said, "Let them subject themselves," as the Torah also says. So where does it say in the Torah that you should subject yourself, women? Go read that out.
Genesis 3 and 16.
Okay. To the woman he said, I greatly increase your sorrow and your conception. Bring forth children in pain, and your desire is for your husband, and he does rule over you.
So we was created to be counterparts, but when the woman transgressed, her desires for her husband, and he does rule over her.
Rule over her, for sure.
So we read about women letting their husbands rule, but they still acted as counterparts, right? So, woman, you can still act as a counterpart, but your husband still has the rule over you. That's what the Most High declared upon you, not me, or not the next man, right?
So,
why he say that? Why he say it? Why Paul say, "For they are not allowed to speak in the assembly"? Go ahead, Doc.
35. Yeah. And if they wish to learn whatever, let them ask their own husbands at home, for it is improper for women to speak in an assembly.
Paul said it's improper for women to speak in an assembly. Do we agree with that? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I agree.
There's a reason why. You know what I mean?
It brings disorder out.
Why?
It brings disorder out. It brings
disorder. And
instability, all that out. And I just want to show one example.
And you keep talking about Sunday worship. What about?
I deal with these brothers right here, so I don't want to get twisted. What y'all males say for teaching purposes, right? I deal with these brothers right here. But this is an example of why Paul is saying this. That's all. I just want to show an example, a physical example of why Paul says this. Like, we already bigged up the women, but still, it's still that order, that rule over that we just read, right? So we just want to show why Paul is saying this. Go ahead, Albert.
Saturday worship. We got non-messianic maniacs that worship on Saturday. They don't believe in the true oil that we talking about. That's Saturday worship. That's Sabbath worship, but it's going the wrong way. It's not pinpointed toward a certain day. Because we worship on Sunday. We don't call it the Sabbath, though. That's the difference. Paul worshiped on Sunday. Did he not? It says the first day of the week. So, sis, we understand what you're saying, but don't disrespect people because the position you're in. People work, they have to get up in the morning, they got young children that they maybe have to get up and get to school. Sleep is vital, it's important. You can't interrupt that saying the Lord told me to wake you up. That ain't the truth, and it ain't gonna never be the truth. Unless the Lord tell you that, and if he tell you that, you're going to go to their door and knock on it with another witness, and you're going to tell them the Lord has told us to wake you up right now. There's a message for you. Because if they got their phone in another room, they ain't going to see it no way. Till they wake up in the morning, will they? Some people put their phones in another room so it don't disturb them. What happens to your message if the phone in the other room?
Everybody don't have their phones on, disturbing them. When they wake up, it'll be a right on time message.
Well, wouldn't it be better just to send it in right on time like 8 a.m.? Right. When everybody's up, sister, that's all we tell. You just happen to be up at that time and you say, I'm gonna send this message out. That's disrespectful. You're not respecting your neighbor that may be sleeping, have small children. Sister, don't look at your life. Your children are grown. Your children are growing. Until you start producing law, sister, we ain't gonna sit up here and entertain your testimonies. We understand that there's testimony Tuesday. You can call in on the radio for that. But this is law and teaching. What we're asking you now, teach us the law you just heard to wake your neighbor up. Teach us that law while we're into class. That's what we're asking you right now. Put that all in our lamp right now with the law. What you got? What you got? Come out of your comfort zone. Yes. If you come out of your comfort zone, you wouldn't have the phone you keep talking about. Why you keep running that comfort phone with you?
When the Lord puts it on my heart to be concerned about other people.
So you keep the devil's phone in case the Lord got a mission for you.
No, that's
Come on, sister, we ain't got time for that foolishness. We're going to move on. No time for it today, sister. If it's about the law, then you bring that forth. If not, sister, we're not going to entertain it. We're going to keep moving.
She still got that Sunday church up.
That's what we're hearing, sister. This is what we're talking about. You don't know what we're talking about up in here. You ain't got a clue what we're talking about up in here. You're doing the same stones you throwing Seventh-day Adventist doctrine. Most of that stuff comes from Joyce Myers, you see. Where you get that from? Where that post you sent me today come from? Where did that come from? You Googled that, didn't you? Did you Google that? So Google is not the Lord. Let's move on, y'all. Sister, this ain't personal. It ain't gonna never be personal with you, but we don't have time. Everybody got tribulation in their life. I ain't sending out no scriptures at 4 in the morning. Hell, the devil riding my ass. Let's get it, sis. What we're gonna do is send you what we sending right now: law, statutes, and judgment, and that's what we want to hear you start to say. You understand what we're saying lawfully. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Come on, sis. Hold on down. Now we're gonna ask you to hold your peace. We're asking you to hold your peace, sister. Look, if you don't hold your peace, you know where the door is, right? Well, hit the door then, sister. If you can't close your mouth. No more. Look. Okay, it's time for you to go then, sister. Go ahead and move on out. If you can't keep your mouth closed. Because we'll escort you out of here. Don't think we won't. Don't think you won't get your elbows handled and get put out of here. Now, we're trying to be right with you right now, but we ain't got time for this fool. All right, keep your mouth closed then. Let's roll on. Hey, it's time for you to go. Hey, it's time for you to go. You got to go. Get your stuff. Get your stuff. You're not doing it today. Get your stuff and let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. first. Get your stuff. Let's go. We ain't got time for that. For that BS. You go out and get your mind. Look, you go out and get some pizza. Come back in. Go out and get some pizza. Come back in. Listen to what I'm saying. Go out there and talk. Go out there, get your mind straight, come back in. No. You go out here and get your mind straight. Come on. Go out there and get your mind straight.
Yeah.
Disorder.
Give a chance to get a mind straight. Leave it right there.
That's why Paul said we don't permit women to talk, because they go on and don't know when and when not to stop.
Right. Emotions.
Emotion over logic. Exactly. Emotion over logic.
I was gonna say reason, but logic sound better.
Straight up.
Logic sound better. Emotion over logic, huh?
Real talk.
And that's why Paul is saying this. It's no offense to no woman ever. Because we just read all day that a woman can strengthen the man, right? Or possibly
for sure.
Right? But it comes with boundaries also, right? At some point you have to stop, because women have more emotions than man. It is what it is. And once a man, you're still gonna be in your emotions, and we're not in our emotions. We're just still trying to get through it, and still breathe out. But you still in your emotions. So that's why Paul is saying this. There's nothing against the woman. It's just saying to keep order in the assembly. It has to be like that. Right up.
And then, like, when you think about it, a woman speaks from emotion. A man speaks from logic. We try to solve the problem, right? A woman complains about the problem. Our first thing is to solve it. That way we ain't got no confusion. To bring it to the best, you know what I'm saying? A woman, they gonna complain about it, like, I gotta do this, a man gonna be like, let's do it, get it out the way, get it done and over with. Now we can move to the next problem that we need to solve. You know what I'm saying? So
go ahead, huh?
Yeah, that's our
That actually what we just seen was a perfect example of that, family.
That's the only reason we showed it. That's the only reason we showed it why Paul is saying this, man. Because it's gonna
seriously.
Sort of when women speak out of emotion. That's what they full of, emotions. Straight up. We seen the woman, man. Sometimes their emotions are good, and sometimes they work for their detriment. Straight up.
But just like Eve, you know what I mean? That was kind of emotional move she made.
Right. Even with Rebecca, when she was like, "Get up and pray right now," that was her emotions. Right.
So
sometimes it works from the good, but sometimes it's to the detriment. That's why I say don't do it in the assembly, because we don't know what type of emotions you about to show.
Right. Plus you around everybody. That's why he said talk to your own husband. Right. Because he know how to deal with you. You don't want no man that somewhere fussing at you. It's better for you to ask your man, your husband.
And if you don't, even in that assembly, it could have been like after the assembly, and she posed whatever question she wanted. You know what I'm saying? After. That's the reason. I've been watching my brothers. They show videos. I like, we throw a video out there just to show what we speaking about. That's it. What Paul was speaking about. That's it.
Yeah. If y'all ain't heard Daniel Solomon, go check him out, man. He's like one of the best teachers out there. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, real talk. After I came from Bowie, that's who basically helped me out with most of what I know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because Bowie tell you don't read out of certain books. This brother read out of the book, and he'll tell you. If it break law, put it down. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
37, not
37. Yeah.
Okay, let's get it.
37. I stretched out my hands to the Most High, and to the Most High I raised my voice, and I spoke with the lips of my heart. And he heard me when my voice reached him, his answer came to me and gave me the fruits of my labor. And it gave me rest by the grace of the Most High. Allow Yahuwah, hallelujah, praise Yah. Come on.
All praise. That was good, That was real good.
I didn't even know how that was gonna be. I told y'all, man, I was like, this ain't no hot topic, but we'll bring them out. You know what I'm saying?
That was a real good lesson, brother.
Yeah, it was good, for sure.
Straight up.